Hi everyone, this is Francisco, and in this video I wanted to talk about because Donald Trump, our former president of the United States of America, and he is going to attempt to get reelected. Which that's good in my eyes. Either way, he was talking about illegal immigrants in like he was talking about illegal immigrants on our southern border of the United States of America. So these are the illegal immigrants are people coming from the south, Mexico, and who knows where else these people are coming from. So earlier today, I said for like my advice was for Border Patrol to send. Yeah, so let me look that up real quick. Border Patrol with an A. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, U.S. Department of Homeland Security. So I was thinking for the United States of America to actually fly these guys to Chiapas. That's like the furthest side opposite of the border within Mexico. Okay? So they'll still be in Mexico. And since they got caught within the United States of America illegally, I'm thinking that it would be a good thing for the United States of America to transport these illegal immigrants to this state within the country of Mexico. Because I believe all these little dotted lines, just like over here in the United States of America, has like little dotted lines to separate the states. So over here, it has the same thing. So this is a state. These are states within Mexico over here. So this Chiapas, Mexico, I'm thinking like down the coast far, far away. That way, all these people, all this traffic will go over here. And it's also good for research and development because every time, an airplane, a commercial airline is transporting people, it's all for the greater good of humanity. Okay, it's not even about money, right? Because airplanes fall, they break, people die, we get smarter, we evolve, we correct our mistakes. So that type of philosophy. Okay? So it actually benefits the airline industry. And not just that, but let's say any of these illegal immigrants get caught within the United States of America, I'm thinking they should get transported over here, because now they would have to spend out of their own pockets money to fly back over here to like Baja California or Sonora or Chihuahua or Coahuila and Nuevo Leon, all these other like states within Mexico. And I mean, they would have to spend like at least $1,000 just to get back, which is good. You guys will basically give them a huge ticket. And for some of these people, family members would have to drive all the way down here just to pick them up. Others would just take a taxi to wherever their family members live. Even to go from here all the way over here. Let's say they live in Baja California, northern Baja California. Then they would have to go to they would have to travel to Sinaloa or Nayarit and catch a boat this way. That, or they would have to drive all of this and then somehow come back in here. So that would be part of their punishment, in my eyes. That's something that I think Border Patrol should do, and what our country should do within the United States of America. We should send these people deep down here to Chipias, whatever, and burden Mexico with these people, and because it'll be good for business for them. So I don't think they'll have an issue with it, because the president was saying, or Donald Trump, our former president, was saying that these people are migrating by like the thousands or hundreds of thousands or whatever. So I don't know where they are getting sent once they get caught. I think what they're doing is they're doing is Border Patrol, when they catch these illegal immigrants, like we can see in this picture right here, they're sitting down right here, by a Border Patrol vehicle. I think that they are crossed back into Mexico and then released right there with a warning saying, hey, if you come back over here, we're going to have to arrest you or give you a ticket or whatever the case may be. But I say screw all that. Just send all the people down here. Or even over here. But I was thinking if you guys send them over here, they could easily catch probably a boat this way or this way. Right? They could possibly go this way and then go to Florida or New Orleans, Louisiana, or Alabama. So that's why I personally believe that it would be better to send them to this state within Mexico. I'm talking about everyone. Children, single mothers with their children, fathers, kids, whoever gets caught. And then they would just get, one-way ticket. You broke the law over here, we're sending you over here. We don't want to deal with this anymore, so you guys deal with it. And if people get sex trafficked or whatever the case may be, that's not the United States issue. It's actually Mexico's issue. And if any of those crimes are committed, it'll be out of the United States' hands. It will then be an issue that the Mexican police would have to deal with. It'll be a Mexican issue thereafter. Because people are going to see these broke families, broke single mothers out there on the streets. Some of them might get picked up by other, richer Mexicans out there, and they could probably help them out. Some of them might get murdered. Some of them might get kidnapped. Some of them will most likely do everything they can to reach out to their families. But either way, it'll be out of the United States' hands. Again, they'll get caught violating the crime the penalty for breaking the law for the crimes will be for them to get transported not back into Mexico, but to get flown from Border Patrol in Mexico to this state. Even if it's not convenient for them. Even if they only lived a mile from the Border Patrol office. Like, nope, we're not releasing you right here. That's not the way it works. And I think that the best way for the United States of America to go about it will be to fly them directly from the United States of America to this state within Mexico. That way, they won't have to go through the Mexican Border Patrol. They can bypass that. That way, the Mexican border people, like, the soldiers within Mexico, won't be able to fight for their people, for their people's rights. They won't be able to say, well, since they only live right here, a mile or two from here, or even 20 miles from here, or even an hour from here, it'll be more logical to release them in our custody right here so they can go home to their loved ones. But no, we want to make them pay. They want to put the American people through a lot of bullshit. I think we should do this. We should return the favor. The under like the laws of the United States of America. So that way no one will have power over this. Okay? And again, letting Mexico take care of it. And they will also go through the same procedures. I mean, I don't know everything that they have to go through, but I'm sure they get fingerprinted. They possibly get fined. They possibly get a warning if you ever get caught within the United States of America again. You'll get arrested or something like that. I don't really know. Within, you get arrested and housed in the United States of America, or you get arrested within your own country. But I still don't know exactly what type of laws and penalties the U.S. Customs and Border Protection department, whatever. I don't really know all the procedures and how they go about taking care of this problem, professionally. So that's why I'm just like throwing my ideas out there. I think that since it is a huge issue, a huge problem, and these people do not, because the United States of America doesn't have a problem having Mexican people enter the United States of America legally. Okay, so if these people are doing it educationally and legally, the United States of America has no issue with that. But they do, however, have an issue with it if it's done illegally. So therefore, yeah, send them all the way down here. Make them pay. And it's good for business at the end of the day. I mean, food, shelter, they have to pay for taxis, they have to pay for another airplane flight out of their own pockets. I don't know the weather conditions out there. It might be cold. It might be freezing. They might have to buy some warm clothing. You know, women most likely will have to go suck some dick for a few pesos. A few pesos. Just so they can buy their children whatever their children need. But like I said, once you people drop them off over there, it's out of our hands. And I think that for the Mexican police and investigators, it will actually be a good thing, because these people will have something to do now. They will be able to find and fish out any predators within their own country. Right? These people will get kidnapped, murdered, the worst things that can come to your mind. And it's all good. It's good because at the end of the day, these people will stay active. They'll have something to do. These people will be afraid to attempt to cross the border ever again. Especially when they find out, hey man, these guys are not fucking around. If we get caught crossing the border, we get sent all the way to Chiapas. And trust me, okay, I'm gonna get some directions. Your location to this one. Okay, it's an 11-hour flight from Riverside, California to Chiapas. In a vehicle, it says 43 hours. 43 hours. So that is 24, 48, almost 48 hours. That's like 2-day drive. That's a lot of money on gas, which is good for the gas companies, right? So business will be blooming. And I think even the Mexican president will support this. So, talk about having some negotiations and giving these people something to do. Right? Because now they have to migrate from down there all the way back up. And by that time, who knows what's going to happen. And walking is 37 days, just walking. On a bicycle, 9 days. So, So these people will get dropped off over here, and they will have to either take a bus or take a bike or get a taxi, and anything could happen. I mean, some of these people could fall in love. They will run into someone that they like. They can fall in love. Um, some of these guys, they can find work along the way, and they might not ever even think about the United States ever again. Maybe the issue is just over here in Baja California, or in Sonora, or Chihuahua, or Coahuila, or Nuevo Leon. Like, maybe the issue's over there. And maybe these people are trying to escape, this life of theirs in these places that I just named. So it might present them with new opportunities that they never had before. We just never know. And oh yeah, and then over here it's another border. This is Guatemala border. So hopefully, Guatemala doesn't have any issues later on with the United States of America transporting these Mexico citizens who attempted to cross illegally within the United States of America. Hopefully, later on, they don't have an issue with these Mexicans going into Guatemala. But I'm sure they have Border Patrol out there too, to protect their own borders, or whatever the case might be. But if this is if this is a border, so that means that this is a border as well. This is a border. All of this is a border. This is down here is a border. This right here is a border. This is a border. All these are borders. All these lines. Because they are highlighted the same way. But again, at least it'll be out of the United States hands. You guys will be able to wash your hands, and that is off your guys' hands. Your hands will be clean of any bloodshed, of any other wrongdoings or criminal activity that might happen thereafter. And that's not your guys' responsibility. And I'm guessing that when they are around here, around the United States border, the southern border, not the northern border where Canada's at, because this is another completely different border. And it looks like there's another border over here. Above Canada, on the west side of Canada. But anyways, for the southern border of the United States of America, I'm sure you guys have to deal with all these people and, the food and whatever else they might need. Again, you guys will, transport them. Any offenders attempting to cross, who didn't attempt, who actually crossed from Mexico into the United States and got caught, they'll get transported over here by default. And let Mexico deal with feeding them, housing them, contacting their families. Like, hey, we got caught again. But instead of them releasing us over here, now they're shipping everyone to Chipias. And that's easily like $2,000 to get from here all the way back to Baja California or Chihuahua or Sonora. It's easily like $2,000 in gas alone for each person. I mean, for one vehicle. For one vehicle. And trust me, that's a lot of driving. That's not including their tickets to fly back. If they want to, instead of driving, they want to fly, they're going to spend. Well, I'm in California. If I look for a ticket to fly to, let me see here. So from here, from Baja California to this place down here, well, let me just see real quick how many miles it is. Directions, your location. So it's going to tell us the miles. 2,641 miles. So I think that's like equivalent to traveling, let's say like Massachusetts. Let's say Boston. Okay, so let's go to Boston. And we're okay, the directions are right here for my location. Yeah, 2,958 miles. So roughly about, give or take the same driving distance. Um, so I know when I drove from Southern California to Northern California, I think I spent like $300. So right here, they'll be spending 300, another 300, another 300, and another 300. That's like $1,000 in gas. So if these people are taking a taxi, um, you know, roughly they're going to be paying more than 1,000 for each person. Now, if these people have families, that's more money. And doesn't that feel good? Knowing that the United States of America is going to stay safe and protected while these people are over there, you know, going through hell for breaking the laws. So if you people thought that, a simple little ticket and warning wasn't enough, well, this is your guys' opportunity to penalize them further. Since it's such an issue. And like I said, this is all for research and development as well, because along the way, some of these airplanes are going to get fucked up. Along the way, people are going to get flat tires, people are going to die, people are not going to have the money, people are going to steal, people are going to be breaking the law within Mexico. So that's great. That's good because we as a human race, we're going to evolve. We're going to figure out ways to not get flats. We're going to figure out a way to protect drivers, right? And airplanes and trains and whatever else, other forms of transportation. And along the way, if these people, these citizens of Mexico, which cross into the United States of America illegally, so therefore they're lawbreakers, they get transported over here to Chipias, and they don't have any money to travel back over here. What are they going to do? They're going to steal. They're going to threaten people. They're going to be considered the troublemakers, right, within Mexico. And that's good because we don't want them anywhere near the United States of America. And if these people commit more crimes, that's not going to look good on their resume, on their resume, however you pronounce that word, and it's not going to look good on their record as citizens of Mexico. Because now they're breaking all sorts of laws. If they get caught, they're going to say, "Didn't you just break the law over there in Mexico?" I mean, over there in the United States of America. And I'm sure Mexico also has signs that say, "Do not cross. Do not jump the border." But you still are in violation of that. So that's all these police officers have to tell these people. And they could easily lock them up if they cause any trouble along the way. From Chipias, where they get transported from the United States of America. So if they cause any trouble along the way, trying to migrate all the way up here again to give it a second go, good luck. Good luck. And I think at the end of the day, I think it'll be good for the economy. It'll be good for business, and it will ultimately teach these people a lesson. Because even if they have family, say they have family, they get a phone call, they're over here now, all of a sudden, like, weren't you supposed to go to the United States of America? Like, what the heck are you doing in Chipias? Chipas, whatever. What the fuck are you doing over there? And how the fuck are we going to get the money and a good, reliable vehicle, or even pay a taxi to go pick you up and then drive all the fuck back? That's another thing. Yeah, so like I said at least 1,000 for one. That's a one-way trip. I forgot that they have to drive back for some family members. So yeah, that's where we're going to get them. We're gonna hit them hard, harder than ever. Like Oscar De La Hoya, like fucking what's the other boxer's name? I forgot his name, but he's a black guy. He used to knock a lot of people out, and now he's like, I think he's like 70 or 80 years old, and he's confined to a wheelchair, and he has like a special disease, where his like muscles twitch and stuff like that. But that's the idea, hitting these people so hard like boxers, where they wake up to reality and they never attempt to cross the border again. Least they fall into the same trap. Because you people of the United States of America, you could afford to send these people over there. They can't. Right? I mean, at least that's the way I was taught. I was always taught that the US dollar is worth more than Mexican money. So if that's true, that means you guys can do this all day long. Without a problem. And if you guys have any problems explaining this to the president of Mexico, maybe you guys can share this video to the president of Mexico. Because I think the president of Mexico will even be like, you know what? This guy has a point. These lawbreakers of my country, because, like, this is what the Mexican president will say. The Mexican president will say, this guy, Francisco, has a point because these citizens of mine are attempting to illegally cross the border into the United States of America, breaking my laws, breaking my rules and my regulations as well. So therefore, yeah, send them over there. Fuck them. Make them pay. And it's going to be great for the economy, great for the people, great for business. People are going to get hungry. Go suck some dick if you don't have any money, bitch. Sell your ass along the way. No one gives a shit. So, again, it's going to benefit a lot of people. People with money. It's going to benefit you people. So, yeah. I think that this is not only a better approach, I think it's the best approach. Because, like I said, they're going to talk about it. And they're going to be afraid to get hit with these huge fucking expenses. And this is going to not only guarantee that they don't cross the United States from Mexico into the United States of America. They're going to be so afraid because it's going to cause other problems within their own families. It's going to involve other people now. Like, are you serious? These people over here that get transported over here to Chipias, they're going to call family members over here. Family members in central Mexico or up here in northern Mexico, or even Baja California Sur. They will even call them from down here, right? And they'll be like, hey, we need you to come pick us up. The United States of America transported us over here. And we don't have any money. We don't have a way to get over there. We don't even have a place to stay. We need help right now. And they're going to be like, God damn it, we told you not to go over there. Now I got to wake your dad up. Now I got to wake up. And now I got to tell all your tios, all your family members, all your relatives. Now you're getting everyone involved. Now we all have to pitch in money to deal with your fucking mistake. And that's great for the United States of America, right? That's super fucking great. Like, yeah, bitch, next time stay your ass in Mexico. How about that? So, I think this goes for any other country. You know, if you have any violators, even for Canada, I don't know if the same is true for people attempting to cross into, Canada, people attempting to cross from Canada into the United States of America. Well, I don't know if it's, the higher you go up, the richer you are, or whatever. I don't really know. I mean, I just stayed in California my whole life. I never even been to other states besides like nearby states and Mexico. So, anyways, if Canada also has people attempting to cross into the United States of America illegally, the United States of America can do the same thing. They can send them from here all the heck over here. The furthest place possible from the United States border. Within their own country, though. So, I mean, my best bet would be like up here somewhere. Yep, Canada. Ooh, and it even goes further up to these islands. But I'm sure the president of Canada is not gonna want these violators in these islands. So, the best place to send them would be like right here, inland, on land, not on the islands. But maybe that can change as well if the president permits it and wants that to happen. By all means, but I think like right here would be a good spot because, again, they would have to. My dot keeps disappearing. Oh, there it is. They would have to go from this little dot and they would have to like go through shit. They would have to go through hell every time they get caught. And it gets worse and worse. It doesn't get better and better. So there you guys have it. And like I said, I don't think that the soldiers or the military or anyone, not even the president, should have um, any say so regarding the dealings of the United States of America with these lawbreakers. So the United States of America can have a default transportation system that sends these people wherever they want within Mexico. So that way, no attorneys or lawyers can get involved and be like, no, 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 we want our clients to get released right here. Like, nope, they broke the law, and we have a set guideline now that says all offenders need to get transported over here to Chipias. So once your clients or whatever get transported over there, then you're free to do whatever you want. You can go pick them up. You can have another airplane scheduled for them. You can have a taxi scheduled for them to pick them up upon arrival. Whatever the case might be. But until that happens, you people have no grounds in the dealings of the United States of America. That's the way I would go about it. And that's the way that I'm pretty much advising you people, you leaders of the United States of America, to go about it. Because they're going to pay. And they're going to pay dearly. I mean, not a lot of families have that type of money. For a fucking mistake. And then not just that, but we have technology now. We have, CCTV. So the United States of America can, detect people if they are in fact United States citizens or not. If there is an illegal immigrant, an illegal alien, not immigrants, an illegal alien within the United States of America, that's when you guys can have these people arrested and transported each to their own country. At the expense of the United States of America. For Homeland Security purposes. So, like I said, I don't think that you guys will have an issue with this, because at the end of the day, they're going to pay more than the United States people. And since everything is just research and development, and you know you know we're all just testing things out. This would be the best approach, if I may say so myself. So I just wanted to share this, my thoughts, my ideas, because Donald Trump will be attempting to re-elect to he'll be attempting to get re-elected as a president for the United States of America. And I was on YouTube watching some videos. And he was bringing these issues up about um, you know um, these illegal aliens within the United States of America. And since it's a concern for the United States people, I'm in favor for the United States because I am within the United States of America. And and I am in favor with it because there is ways for the Mexican people to enter the United States of America legally, through legal channels, and obviously educationally. So the United States of America is not altogether or completely against people from Mexico entering the United States of America. That's when I would probably have a different outlook. Okay, but since that's not the case, I am in favor of the United States of America. And these are my thoughts and my ideas. Whether they are good or bad, it's all irrelevant to it's all irrelevant to the dealings of the United States of America, since they are my own opinions. And especially since I'm just only a citizen of the United States of America. I'm not affiliated with any law enforcement or military branches or any of that I know of. So that's why I say it's just my ideas, my thoughts, if they matter. Because they might not even matter. But for those of you who want to protect these people, these illegal aliens, I would be very careful, because these people are not registered within the United States of America. And that's like inviting people over your home, but then all of a sudden, these people that you invited invite 10 other people who you didn't even invite. And you're trying to figure out who they are. And then at the end of the day, they cause problems and they steal your stuff. And then you're trying to figure out who did it. You know, and they can go as far as even hurting your own. They can go as far as hurting your loved ones, your family members, or even murdering them. So that's what the United States of America is attempting to prevent. These people, these illegal aliens, are entering the United States of America. Then all of a sudden someone's dead. And detectives and stuff, they don't know these illegal aliens are even in the area. Who are these people? When did they arrive? How did they get here? They might not even suspect them. Because they have no idea that they were even in the area altogether. You know, whatsoever. So of course it matters. It matters for a lot of reasons. And, you know, I think that when they share this type of information, they're leaving out a lot of other details. I don't even think these people have even been vaccinated. I don't even think they were given the rabies shots. Not even as children. I don't even think they got their parvo shots. And they're over here in the United States of America illegally. So if any of you Mexican people out here in the United States of America want to protect these people migrating illegally from Mexico into the United States of America, I would think twice about it. Don't hesitate to report them, in other words. For reasons unknown. Just think about that. But anyways, American people, I'll leave you guys all with this information for you guys to suck on and fucking just suck on that for a while. Like a lollipop. Like a jawbreaker. Like a hard candy. Let that shit fucking work wonders in your mouth. That shit work wonders, bitches. Because everyone's tired of the bullshit. And we have to get all of this disgustingness as far away from us as possible. You know, it's one thing dealing with the border patrol, um, or like, of Mexico. I think they might have one. I'm not sure though. I know that there's the soldiers and the police of Mexico. Like, it's one thing dealing with them, but at least they're educated. At least they went to school. You know, at least they have respect for the law and stuff like that. But for these other people who are trying to cross illegally, it's a crime. And if they're committing that crime without any fear, imagine what they would do to you people, you residents of the United States of America. They won't hesitate to steal from you, to rape your children, to take your wives. Who knows? Like I said, these people, they could only say so much on live television, you know. So I wouldn't confide in them if I were you people. You know, they're doing all of this for a reason. But I just disagree with the United States of America releasing them right into Mexico when they're getting repeated offenders. And that's the problem. So I can sense the frustration. I can sense the anger. And this is a 24-hour job, around the clock. So after a while, these people have to do what they have to do. They're out there. They're thirsty. They're hungry. These illegal immigrants, illegal illegal these illegal people, immigrants, whatever, are only worsening the situation. They are causing these people, these border patrol people, to become restless. They're restless, they're tired, and then these people have, these illegal immigrants. They have some of them have an anger issue. They have anger issues. Some of them are armed. Some of them are fleeing their own country because they're wanted criminals. So not all of these people are seeking, the land of milk and honey. Okay? Some of these people, they're evading police. They're evading jail within their own country. So, after a while, these border patrol people, they have to do what they have to do. I'm sure they have to kill some of these aliens at times. So to minimize their workload and to give them a break, I believe, again, that these people should be sent to Chiapas, Mexico, which is the furthest possible location from the United States border. Now, again, I would say, send them over here to Quintana Roo, Mexico. But again, they might be able to just travel from here over here and then catch a boat. Like this way. And then they can go into Texas for repeated offenders. But I guess they could do the same thing here. But maybe the United States of America can figure out the most expensive route for these people. That way we won't have repeated offenders. That will get minimized, so minimized. And people will be talking about, the harsh conditions that they are put through, that they have to endure. And word will spread around like wildfire all throughout Mexico, where even non offenders will even attempt to ever cross the border into the United States of America. And that's the key, that's the goal, that's the plan. Congratulations to all of you for doing your jobs. And again, these are just my ideas, my opinions. I don't know exactly what the United States of America is doing. I don't know if they are already doing stuff like this. I don't know. But if you guys can't go about it legally, I would say to figure out a way. Because again, these are found illegal aliens, illegal non citizens of the United States of America. So, therefore, you people have the right to transport them over there. And if it's not allowed, figure out a way so it will be allowed. Even if you guys have to open a border patrol office over here, in Chipias, Mexico. Like, oh, we gotta go fingerprint them at our office in Chipias. So therefore we have to transport them over there. Whether you Mexican police officers or you Mexican military officers like it or not. This is our job. And we're sending them to our office to get fingerprinted, photo ID'd, the whole 9 yards. And to also see, to run them through the Mexican database in case they're wanted for other charges. So there's a list of things. So it shouldn't be difficult to do. Because on the grounds as well that these Mexican citizens broke the law. Because, like I said, even on Mexico's side it says do not cross. Right? I'm sure they have signs. So for violating, for not obeying those warning signs, the Mexican people should penalize these people as well. So they should permit them to go down there. And like I said, it's going to benefit business and the economy of Mexico, because it's going to help all these businesses have a steady flow of migrators. It's going to be like a freeway. They're just going to continue violating. Okay, you send them right there, and they just continue paying for gas, paying for food, paying for a place to stay. If they get caught sleeping in their car along the way, they can get cited for that as well. There's so many other things that I'm not even considering. Um, Especially if these family members are traveling without insurance for their vehicles and they get in a car accident along the way. Great. Now we have a car accident. These people might have a license, they might not, but they're definitely not insured for some of them, for some of these families. So now they're going to be even more angry at their family member or at their family members, like, why are you putting us through all this? Why did you have to try to cross the fucking border? Didn't we specifically tell your dumbass to stay here? And that's something that they're going to have to deal with. Not what we have to deal with. So that's a job well done. In other words, in my eyes, I think it's self-explanatory from this point on. I think I repeated myself over and over. For all this information to become registered in any viewer's mind. So, because we might look at information from one perspective or one perspective only. But like what I just mentioned earlier is so true. What if these people are wanted in their own country? And they're coming over here to the United States of America because they don't want to get caught. It's possible. And you people don't look at it like that. You people look at all the sad shit. Oh, they don't have any food, they don't have any water, they're thirsty. It's so sad. Until you guys open up their case files and shit. And you guys open up a fucking can of fucking worms. So that's why these people are not fucking around. They're out there 24/7. Oh, and by the way, This is coming out of our tax money either way. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think that it's worth every dollar, every peso. God bless everyone. God bless America. God bless Mexico. God bless everyone. God bless the whole world. And happy 2024, everybody. Smiley faces everywhere. As a matter of fact, repeated smiley face pattern.